not here to do, you are here to be fully and unapologetically yourself. And in being truly and unapologetically yourself, doing happens without any force. This isn't philosophy, this is your original state of being. But in order to return to this original state of being, we must first walk the maze of forgetting, the labyrinth of life. And like any true initiation, it begins with a story.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
And welcome to Alchemy by Design, a channel that's all about your inner person of transformation. My name is Daria Stan, and I am your host here, where we will navigate mythology, symbols, shadow work, human design, and everything relating to your own personal transformation. I welcome you here, and in today's video, we'll be diving into a mystical story coming from ancient Greece, Theseus and the Minotaur, because I want to exemplify the labyrinth of life, to truly understand the role of life burdens, life repetitions, life patterns into transforming us into who we were truly and fully meant to become. Life has its role in shaping us into our unapologetic self. So, without any further ado, let's go into the story. Long ago, beneath the palace of Crete, between, beneath Kronos' palace in Crete, there was a huge, intricate labyrinth. It was vast, it was winding, and it had no clear beginning or ending. It was said to be built by Daedalus, a master architect who worked under the command of King Minos. And at the heart, at the center of this labyrinth, lived a Minotaur. He was half man, half bull, and he was born out of pure divine transgression. He was the pure embodiment of the human shadow. He was shame, rage, guilt, murder, everything that we are trying to repress was represented by this Minotaur. And every 9 years, 14 people were sent inside, not to conquer the Minotaur, not to defeat it, but as a sacrifice to the Minotaur, as a sacrifice to the darkness within, as a way to keep the beast inside the maze. There were seven young men and seven maidens sent every 9 years as a sacrifice, as an offering to this creature. And then Theseus came along, and he was a prince, and he decided to chose out of his own free will to walk into the maze, and not just to kill or defeat the beast, the Minotaur, but to confront the unknown within him. He carried with him only two items: one, a sword to defeat the Minotaur, and secondly, a thread. The thread was given to him by Adrian, his counterpart, the feminine who loved him enough to show him the way back, to give him a thread that he can follow, inside the maze and to find his way out of the maze. But the real story, the true labyrinth, it was never made of stone. It was a mirror, a map, a myth that every soul must walk in order to become who they truly came here to be. Your life is not linear. It spirals, it loops, it returns, it repeats patterns. And just like in the myth of Theseus, you too carry a beast within. You carry both a beast, both a seeker, and a guide within you. All of them are you. All of these archetypes are you. Human design shows us this with stunning clarity, with amazing clarity. We have the feminine, Adrian, the body, the vessel, the unconscious, who is represented in red and who threads the holds the thread of your being, of your becoming, of who you are. The design side is all about being. And we have Theseus, the seeker, the observer, the one who's here to learn, to discover, to see, the passenger, your personality. And you carry inside the beast, which is your shadow. All of them are inside you. The body graph is not just a chart, it's your own personal labyrinth. Each gate, each channel, each center, they're not random. They're the architecture of your initiation back to yourself. We carry all of it within us. They are shadows, there are lights, there are places where we are here to gain wisdom, where there are places where we are here to share our energy. These distortions are not meant to hurt you. They are twists, they are turns, they are lessons in your own labyrinth of life. They're not wrong, they're part of it. They're part of what makes you become you. And you, similar to Theseus, who didn't know anything about the labyrinth, he was willing to face the unknown with just a sword and a thread to follow back. You don't need to know the whole story. You don't need to know the whole path. You don't need to understand and map out the whole labyrinth. You just need to follow the thread. And in human design terms, that thread is represented by your inner authority. It's your sacral, it's your emotions, it's your spleen, it's your ego, it's your soundboarding, it's your lunar authority. Depending on your chart and who you are, your red thread, the path that will always pull you back to yourself, doesn't come from outside. It doesn't come from people pleasing. It doesn't even come from your mind or your ideas, because those are also influenced by the outside mind. The inner thread, the thread that you're following, it comes from your authority, your inner authority. That's the thread of Adrienne. That's what you're meant to be here. You're meant to fall in love with yourself, right? Adrienne was the object of love, was the object of beauty that pulled Theseus back. And you, your inner design, your inner being, your inner own authority is the love of yourself that's supposed to pull you back through the labyrinth of life, through the problems of life, through the happenings of life. Your inner self, your unconscious mind, your unconscious path is the one who knows. It's the one who doesn't argue. It's the one who doesn't explain, who doesn't justify, who doesn't follow logic. She just hands you your truth. Now, the Minotaur in the story is obviously facing the shadow within. The Minotaur is not an enemy. He is your shame. He is your rage. He is your brilliance. He is your unspoken desires. He is everything you've learned to bury in order to survive in this world. Everything you forced yourself to be good. Every time you followed somebody else's advice, every time you silenced your own inner knowing, you fed this Minotaur. Every time you people pleased, every time you did something that you didn't want to do it with all your being, but you did it anyway for the sake of someone else, you fed the Minotaur. It's similar to the story when they were sending young men and young maidens to sacrifice to the Minotaur. You've sacrificed versions of yourself. You fed this Minotaur, you fed this monster within you. But the most important part about the story and about the Minotaur within you is that he doesn't want to destroy you. He wants to be seen, he wants to be faced, he wants to be acknowledged and to be integrated. This isn't personal, this is a pattern. Your shadow is not your enemy. Your shadow is the raw material for your transformation. So Theseus, Adrian, and the Minotaur, they all live inside you. And the labyrinth is life itself, it's your life. Theseus is the conscious self. But the conscious self, in order to become who he truly is, he must be willing to walk in the dark. He must be willing to descend. Every myth of initiation across mythologies, across history, across time, every time initiation starts by being willing to descend within. Because the Minotaur is your abandoned self, is all the aspects of yourself that you chose to leave behind in order to belong, in order to be socially acceptable, in order to please someone. And Adrian is your most truest essence, is the unconscious aspect of you. It's your inner authority, is the thread that's patiently pulling you back towards yourself. Now, initiation is not about some being perfect. It's not about never making a mistake. It's not about defeating the Minotaur. It's not about doing something right for the right purpose. Initiation, it's about seeing. And in alchemy by design, this is the path that we walk. We walk from distortion to full embodiment, from fragmentation to full integration, from chasing outside validation to remembering who you truly are. You are not lost. You're not a coin in a pocket. It's not possible to be lost. You are and forever will be led by your own life towards yourself, towards your wisdom. You are being led by your body, by the thread within that you feel a pull, by your design. If this story stirred anything in you, if you want to understand deeper the architecture of life, to understand deeper your perspective, let's start here. Subscribe and follow for more videos like this where we deeply dive into an archetype, unpack it, understand it, how these archetypes relate to you and to your story and to your life. These are not just mythical stories, these are drops of wisdom that are meant to show you who you were always meant to be, to show you how to navigate the labyrinth that is life.
For the first 1,000 subscribers to this channel, I have a special gift. I thank you for supporting me in this endeavor. Just comment subscriber and I will contact you with the special freebie.